Okay, so have you ever been like really deep into some research project? And you're just clicking link after link after link and just getting nowhere?
Ah, yes. So frustrating.
It is. Well, what if I told you that might be a thing of the past? Like, what if that was all about to change?
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So get this. OpenAI is making a move that could completely change how we search for things online. Basically, they're adding a whole new search feature built right into ChatGPT. You know, ChatGPT.
Yeah, I've heard of it. In fact, I think everyone and their grandma has heard of it. What is it, like 250 million people use it every week or something?
It's massive. And BTW Media actually just ran this article about it. It's called like OpenAI enhances ChatGPT features to challenge Google search. I think it came out November 1st. And it's basically laying out how this whole thing is going to work
Yeah.
and what it could mean for, the future of search and stuff.
Okay, so walk me through this. How is ChatGPT going to challenge Google? How does this even work?
So essentially, it's all powered by this crazy advanced AI model called GPT-4, which is the same tech that makes ChatGPT so good at conversations.
Ah, yeah. It's like
You know,
spookily human sometimes.
Right. But now with the search thing, you can actually ask it specific questions and it'll give you detailed answers, just like a normal search engine.
Oh, so it's like a search engine you can talk to.
Exactly.
Right.
But here's the best part. The responses even come with citations, like from actual authoritative sources.
Whoa, hold on. That's a big deal. Like one of the biggest problems with AI has been knowing if you can trust it.
Right.
So if this can show you where it's getting its information from, that's a game changer.
And speaking of sources, OpenAI isn't just pulling from random websites. They're partnering with some big names, like News Corp and Time Magazine. So you can imagine, you're having a conversation in ChatGPT, and boom, you're getting insights from legit news sources right there.
Interesting. But are they favoring those partners then? Like, will those be the only sources that show up?
That's what I thought, too. But the article actually addressed that. OpenAI says there's no special treatment. Any website can show up in the results.
Okay, that's good. At least it's a level playing field.
Yeah. But, think about it. If even a small chunk of those 250 million ChatGPT users start using this new search feature,
Yeah.
things could change a lot.
I mean, Google has been the king of search for so long. It'd be crazy to see someone actually challenge that.
Right. It's like a David and Goliath situation.
Totally.
But how does this affect, like, the average person?
Well, think about how much time we waste just scrolling through Google results. With this, you could get the info you need way faster
Yeah.
and in a way that actually makes sense.
That would be amazing. But I'm still a little fuzzy on the details, like what's actually happening behind the scenes when you ask a question.
Okay, so it's all thanks to this GPT-4 thing,
Yeah.
which is basically a neural network that's been trained on, like, a ridiculous amount of text and code.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's learned how to see patterns, make connections, so it can understand what you're asking and respond in a human way.
So unlike a normal search engine, it's not just matching keywords, it's trying to actually get what you mean.
Exactly. And the best part is, it's always learning. The more data it gets, the better it gets.
So it's like constantly evolving.
Totally, which is what makes it so powerful and potentially revolutionary.
Okay, so we've established that this new ChatGPT search feature is a big deal. But it also brings up a ton of questions, like how will this change the way we learn and get information?
That's where things get really interesting, right? We're so used to the old way of searching, type in some words, get a list of links and start clicking.
Yeah.
But with this AI-powered search, it's like you're having a conversation with an expert who's guiding you,
I like that.
like a personal tutor for information.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, will this change how people create content in the first place?
It's a good question. Some people think we'll need to make content that's more structured and factual,
Mm-hmm.
so the AI can understand it easily.
So like writing for robots?
Kinda. But it doesn't have to be boring. It's more about understanding how AI works and adapting our writing style.
So good writing is still important.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But some people argue that we shouldn't sacrifice creativity just for algorithms.
Right. Because at the end of the day, it's still humans reading this stuff.
Exactly. We want information, but we also want to be entertained.
Totally.
It's all about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Making content that's AI-friendly, but also engaging for humans.
So how do we as users prepare for this AI-powered future?
I think the most important thing is to be critical. Just because an AI tells you something doesn't mean it's automatically true.
So we need to be careful about what we believe.
Yes, no matter where the information comes from, we need to question things evaluate the sources, consider different perspectives,
So even with AI search, human judgment is still key.
more than ever.
It's like we have to be more active in how we get information.
Exactly. We can't just passively consume things anymore. We have to engage with it. Think critically.
Okay, so before we move on, did we miss anything important from that BTW Media article?
I think it's important to highlight that OpenAI is really emphasizing accuracy. They're partnering with legit publications. They're adding source citations. They're trying to build trust.
Which makes sense. We all want reliable information.
Exactly. But it's also important to remember that AI is still new. There will be hiccups along the way.
So we should be cautiously optimistic.
Exactly. Embrace the possibilities,
Uh,
but stay critical and informed.
well said. Okay, so as we move into our final thoughts, I want to turn our attention to you, our listener. I mean, can you imagine what search could look like in the future if AI is really running the show?
Oh man, the possibilities are endless. Like, what if search could actually help you understand complex topics, not just find basic info?
Yeah, like go deeper.
Exactly. Like, imagine asking a question like, what are the long-term effects of climate change on society? And instead of getting a bunch of random articles, you get a concise summary, pulling from the latest research in science and economics and everything.
Whoa, that would be incredible.
Right. It's like having a personal AI think tank at your fingertips.
Okay, but we have to talk about the ethical side of things too.
Oh, absolutely. That's huge.
Yeah.
How do we make sure these AI systems are fair? How do we prevent them from being biased?
Yeah, because we don't want them amplifying harmful stereotypes or anything.
Exactly. We need to be super careful about that. Human oversight is more important than ever.
So we can't just let algorithms make all the decisions.
Nope. We need to be involved. We need to shape the future of AI, make sure it aligns with our values.
Okay, so to wrap up, I think the biggest takeaway here is that we're on the verge of a huge shift in how we find and use information. AI is going to play a massive role,
No doubt.
but it's up to us to guide its development.
And make sure it's used for good.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And with that, I want to leave our listener with one final question to think about. In this world where AI is changing everything about information, what role will you play? How will you use these tools? And how will you stay informed and engaged and critical?
Those are some great questions to consider, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. So reach out to us on social media or through our website. And until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into this amazing world of information. Okay, so we've talked about all the cool stuff ChatGPT search can do, but let's really think big picture for a second. Like, what could the future of search really look like with AI?
Oh man, imagine a world where search isn't just about finding info, but it actually helps you understand it, connect the dots, maybe even come up with totally new ideas.
Whoa. So, like, we could go way beyond just typing in keywords.
Exactly. It would be more intuitive, more interactive. Like,
Yeah.
think about asking, what are the long-term effects of climate change on society?
Yeah.
And instead of a million articles,
Yeah.
you get like a super smart summary,
Yeah.
pulling from all the latest research.
It would be like having an AI brain that just
Well,
knows everything.
pretty much.
That's kind of scary, but also amazing.
It is. But here's the thing. We have to be careful.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
Well, this much power comes with a lot of responsibility. We need to make sure these AI systems are doing the right thing, that they're being fair, not biased.
Right. We don't want them pushing harmful stereotypes or anything.
Exactly. So human oversight is crucial. We can't just hand over the reins to algorithms.
You need to guide them.
Yep. Shape their development and make sure they're working for us.
For good.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into ChatGPT search, I think the biggest takeaway is that we're at a turning point. AI is going to change how we find and use information forever.
It's already happening.
But we have the power to shape that future.
We do. And with that, I want to leave you, our listener, with one final thought. In this world where AI is changing everything, what will your role be? How will you use these incredible tools? And how will you stay informed, engaged, and above all, critical?
Those are some great questions. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So come find us on social media or head over to our website. And until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.